Welcome to Crow Inclined, here today with the daily energetic check-in, and today I am using the illustrated herbiary, and it comes with this great little deck of cards, herb cards. So this is Sweet Violet, okay, and the message talks about Inner Sanctum. I don't know if you can see that across the top, your Inner Sanctum. So this is about honoring your inner sanctum, okay? So like in Victorian homes, rooms were divided between those that were public and those that were wholly private, pardon me, and used only by family. In modern times, the distinction between public and private have broken down, leading us sometimes to overshare and overexpose ourselves, right? So the violet whispers, each of us has a sacred heart that needs nurturing and protection. The sacred inner sanctum is like a nursery for our deepest, most authentic self. So it's here that truths are born, and when allowed, grow strong before being armored in rationality and sent out to the world. So honor the truths being born within you. Create an altar to your inner sanctum. Honor it with words or breath or song, and make a promise to hold space within to grow into your truest self, okay? So this is about protecting your inner sanctum. This is about protecting it while you grow in more authentic ways than running out and telling everybody and oversharing and overexposing yourself, okay? This is about creating your inner sanctum and protecting it. So the violet also understands something that a lot of us have forgotten, okay? And we live in a time where it's all about speaking your truth, speaking our truth, speaking my truth. But a lot of times we forget that it's okay to have a public face that is different from the one that we wear in private, okay? That's part of the protection, right? In fact, in order to deeply know ourselves, it's kind of necessary, excuse me. So you may think that you're being your true authentic self by fully expressing each thought and feeling out in the world and sharing everything. But overexposure can send the truth scurrying, according to Sweet Violet. So befriend the truth. Befriend it in the quiet and the dark. Become intimate with its contours and inner dimensions before you carry it out into the light. That's the authentic self. That's the authentic truth. Okay? You learn yourself one truth at a time. Sweet Violet also says, it's okay to wear a mask as long as you know what's behind it. Ooh. Okay. Let's dig into that. I think that's a beautiful message, you know, for so long. And it's okay to live in your truth and speak your truth as long as you truly understand it. And that's the message from Sweet Violet, okay? As long as you understand it. You know, a lot of times we'll go out into the world and we have a thought or idea and we blurt it out, but we don't really necessarily understand what it means for us. So this is really about protecting that inner sanctum of understanding, but because that's how we learn ourselves, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. That's just the message from this lovely, lovely deck. It's such good energy. I love it, love it. So I have the Witch of the Forests Tarot. Sorry. And let's dig into this. So this could possibly be a little bit about maybe oversharing. Maybe there are things that you want to keep to yourself, but you don't feel like it's right, or that kind of thing. It's okay to have private aspects, private parts of ourselves that no one needs to know. Those are like, it's okay for us to secret squirrel some stuff about ourselves away. All right. We're about to dive in. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. I'm so thankful and honored to be able to bring you this reading today. Remember, it's timeless, and if it doesn't fit, it's not yours. That's okay. Maybe tomorrow will be. And we have the Empress showing up right away. Yeah. I love how she's holding the heart. Now, the Empress often is pregnant, you know, about to give birth to something. It doesn't necessarily have to be a child, but I love this heart right here because it's like an inner sanctum, isn't it? Right? For ourselves. It's a place of we can be our true authentic self no matter what in our inner sanctum. Juicy, passionate. Whoa, cards are flying. Okay. So we have the Six of Swords coming up in your energy. So this is a card of moving on, but it's also a card of discovery and exploring. Okay. It can represent like moving into calmer water, a physical move perhaps. But in your energy, I mean, it really feels like this is sort of maybe a discovery time. Moving on from where you are, doing a little bit of self-discovery, according to Sweet Violet. And then the Ten of Cups came out. Okay, this is the keep in mind. It's going to bring you total contentment when we understand that we don't have to share everything. Yeah. We don't have to share everything. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm a little sniffly today by allergies. I hope it's just allergies. Anyway, all right. So let's get another for the Empress, because the Empress came out like, wabam, right away. Yeah, we have the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. So yeah, this is a card of absolute resilience. Okay. It's also a card of, well, I mean, we learn the lessons from all of the owies that we have in life, and we keep those kind of close to us. They help us with our discernment. They help us make the right decisions. We use the wisdom from all of these to move forward. So, yeah, you got to Empress the hard way. But that, you know, was probably your path. Sometimes we have to do the hard stuff. Or it does us. All right, and your energy is the Strength card. So this is beautiful. I mean, your inner wellspring is so full, right? You are so strong and courageous. And this shows a really great balance between the higher consciousness emotions and our lower vibrational emotions, okay? This is sort of an unshakable inner strength. That's in your energy. Inner sanctum. Inner sanctum. It is within you. Strength is your inner sanctum. In your inner sanctum. Okay, keep in mind we have the Emperor coming out, which is a card of maturity. Okay, but it can also be a card of institutions, societal norms and tradition. Oh wait, no, that's the Hierophant. I apologize. The Emperor is maturity. Okay. The Emperor has embodied, he does embody all of the kings in all the suits, right? He's mastered all of those and sits upon a throne to rule over the lands. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to sneeze. My nose is going nuts right now. Anyways, yeah, my apologies. So the Emperor, not the Hierophant, the Emperor is showing up underneath that 10. Okay, so this is reaching a level of maturity, which definitely is mirrored here with the Strength card and the Empress, right? And you have the Emperor and the Empress here. Ooh. Yeah, this really is to strengthen yourself by going within by going within and allowing yourself that sacred place, that inner sanctum, the one that that says it's okay to be yourself and keep parts of yourself to yourself. Like, you don't have to share everything. There is a lot of maturity in that for you, okay? All right, let's see. Protect your inner sanctum. Protect your inner sanctum. Yeah, we have the moon coming out. Yeah, by protecting your inner sanctum and allowing yourself that comfort, cozy little place, right? Just for you, not for sharing with everyone. I think it's definitely going to illuminate aspects of the self. Okay, now the moon can be fantasy or illusion or whatever, but it can also illuminate. Okay, and here's our little crab dude or lobster. Okay, this represents this aspect of your psyche that comes up from the depths of the water to gaze at the moon on land. Okay, so still half in the water, half on land. And so this is something about yourself that you're about to realize. We just had a reading about that was similar to this. What? We did. I did anyway. So yeah, there's something that by allowing yourself that inner sanctum space, there's something you're going to learn. There's something that's going to be illuminated about yourself. Okay? An aspect. Something you didn't know. Ooh. Something you didn't know. Maybe you had an inkling, but you didn't know for sure. All right. And we have, oh wow, we have the Three of Wands also in your energy. So you have the Six of Swords, which is moving on, moving into calmer water, possibly crossing water. And you have the Three of Wands, which is taking action on a plan in building your world. But it also can be waiting for your ships to come in, crossing water, traveling across water, that kind of thing. So it's possible in your energy, maybe if this is your inner sanctum, you might be doing some inner sanctum traveling. That's kind of what I'm getting. Maybe you'll be doing a little astral projecting, or maybe your dreams are going to tell you something. The moon also talks about our intuition and our dreams. Maybe there's something, maybe this old ancient part of yourself that's coming up from the depths is going to come to you in a dream. Ooh. Yeah, it feels like you are traveling in dreams. I don't know who that's for. But wow. Interesting. Okay. And then we have the Page of Pentacles coming on. Yeah, so, this is getting grounded. It's a really fresh energy, but it's getting grounded. It's understanding what a material world foundation means for you. Okay, it's kind of the planning stages of something. And this is coming out, underneath this, the contentment and the maturity. So that's a really good balance here. Obviously the Emperor is balanced with all four aspects, signs, suits, I guess, mastered, and then the contentment. And then that is going to allow you to get busy with whatever this is, okay? Because you have a plan. You have a plan. Maybe that's why this card is saying protect. You don't have to tell everybody everything. Maybe that's what we're talking about here with the Sweet Violet. Oh yeah, maybe. There's something that you don't need to tell everybody about. And it's okay. It's okay. Interesting. Yeah. This is debate. Yeah, so it might be something that you're doing that you really want to talk to people about, but that it's just going to create this dialogue that you don't want. So you don't have to. You don't have to. All right, anything else want to come out? Anything at all. Anything at all. Ooh. Death and rebirth. We have the death card. Shedding the old so you can move into the new, right? We have to leave aspects of ourselves behind. And maybe that aspect is tied to this, you know, maybe you've been oversharing things or thinking that you have to explain everything. You know, you don't have to. It's okay to say yes, please, and no, thank you, and not explain it, okay? And that's okay. So this just says that you're, you know, when you can sort of foster this inner sanctum and protect it, protect yourself, your personal private self, it looks like all this other stuff is going to open up, but it's also going to probably give, well, not probably, it's going to give you a new approach to life and your interactions with other people. So there is a part of yourself you are going to be leaving behind. And with the Three of Wands showing up and the Six of Swords, it's possible maybe you're going to be leaving a place behind. Unless, of course, you're just traveling in your dreams, which would be awesome. So anyway, yeah, that's your message. I hope that helps somebody. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I'll see you next time.